Hi, it's Harry White here from Table Tennis Active, and I'm really excited today to introduce to you our next video, which is a dynamic flex warm-up for table tennis. And we've managed to secure a very special guest to demonstrate this dynamic flex warm-up for you. His name is Matthew Daish, and he is a 19-year-old international table tennis player who's represented his country at various prestigious tournaments. More recently, the under-21 European champs, and Matthew lives and trains full-time in Germany at table tennis at the minute, so really great to have Matthew demonstrating this warm-up. What the warm-up's going to do is prepare you for training or competition for table tennis. This is really important that it's off the table as well. Very, very important we warm up off the table to then get onto the table and prepare. So hopefully you can have a go at this, and it will help you prepare for a quality training session or some quality match play. So Matthew starts his warm-up with ankle flicks, which help stretch the calves and increase ankle mobility. So remember, your warm-up needs to start with small and slow movements. Next, he goes on to some jogging, forwards and backwards. Again, slow, but he focuses on good mechanics, making sure he's using the balls of his feet and he's using his arms, and he's got his head up with good posture on that. Then he's going to move on to just a little bit of skipping, but he's rotating his arms to start to warm up the upper body, and he does that forwards and backwards. Next, he goes on to skipping, and on this he's looking to improve his balance, coordination, and he focuses on making sure he uses opposite arm, opposite leg, again, which is important for coordination. Next, he's going on to his knee across skip, which works more on outer hip flexibility and general hip mobility, which is important in table tennis because your hips are working quite a lot, so we need to warm those areas up. Then we're working on a knee out skip, which improves the mobility of the hips again and just works the buttocks a little bit more on that. Again, he's using his opposite arm. Now he's going on to Carioca, which is a sideways movement which is good for speed, mobility in the hips again, but also he's starting to fire the nerve impulses now and work just a little bit quicker there. Remember to stay on the balls of the feet. Lateral running now to develop that economic knee drive and also stretch the side of his body as well on that. So making sure he's working on the balls of the feet, he's got good posture, and he does one facing each way, which is important when we're going sideways. Hurdle walk next, which is a great exercise to stretch the inner and outer thigh and increase the range of movement. Remember not to sink into the hips on this one. And now hamstring sweeps, which is a great dynamic way to stretch the hamstrings and make sure you hinge at the hips on that one. So we're starting to move through nicely now, and now we're going on to walking lunges, which is a really good exercise. Quads, glutes, hamstrings and calves all working, so a lot of muscles. Remember to keep that joint alignment, good technique on that, and to keep it controlled. And now Matthew's going to do a set where he adds a rotation in, which is just making it a little bit more specific to table tennis, because obviously in table tennis you're going to do a lot of upper body rotation. Now he's looking at a walking quad stretch, which is a great way to stretch obviously your quads, but he's also using his opposite arm for coordination, and he's making sure that his knees are together and his standing leg is slightly bent on that one, and he's doing it nice and controlled, making sure he gets a good few sets on either leg, and he's focusing on his balance there, which is important. Sumo squats next, so working the inner thighs, glutes, quads, hamstrings, hip flexors, calves, all muscles that are going to be working a lot in table tennis. So very, very good exercise there to warm us up. Straight into some squat jumps now, bringing a bit more explosive plyometric work and making sure he's bending his knees and he's having a soft landing there with good technique. Nice explosive movement that we can add in towards the end of the warm-up. Next, Matthew's going to do an Icky Shuffle. So this is an SAQ move where he's working on the balls of the feet and he's firing off and pushing off the outside leg. A good one for table tennis towards the end of the warm-up. Now he's adding in some sidestepping, and after 5 sets he's going to accelerate forwards. Just so we're looking at multi-directional work there, which is important. And then he's going to do a set where he turns around and faces the opposite way. And then he does 5 sets again. Good technique on the sidestepping, and then he turns and accelerates forward. If you've got a coach with you on this one, it's good to sometimes ask them just to shout out when they want you to turn. Now we're doing some sidestepping with some rotational work, which again is getting more table tennis specific now. Good mechanics, good technique, but adding that rotation in because again, this is something we're going to be doing when we get on the table a lot, and we need to prepare ourselves for doing that. Next, Matthew will go on to some shadow play, which again is important that we replicate the patterns we're going to do when we get on the table and we play. So he's moving side to side with good technique, and he's just playing a forehand and a backhand just to get himself warmed up and prepared. Nice and controlled, nice fluent, coordinated movement there. So we're getting towards the end of the warm-up now, so we're going really specific now. And a good way to finish is with just some in and out. So he's working on a forehand touch where he steps in with the right foot. This is for right-handers, and then he recovers back. So we're just getting that in and out movement now, and we're going to do it obviously on the right leg, and then he's doing it also on the left leg, which would be a wider ball on a right-hander's backhand. But again, we need balance, so we need to warm up both legs, stepping in and making sure we recover to take us through a very good dynamic flex warm-up. Thanks so much for watching our latest video, which was a dynamic flex for table tennis. Hopefully you managed to have a go and you enjoyed it, and you may be able to use it before your next training session, or if you're lucky enough to play any matches. Thanks to Matthew Daish for demonstrating the warm-up. Great to have a very, very high level player showing us that you can use this type of warm-up, and he assures me that he does use this type of warm-up and is very much into his fitness and SAQ for table tennis. So thanks again, Matthew. And please subscribe to our channel, like and share the content because we're very, very grateful, and we look forward to sharing more great content with you soon.